Welcome to Behind the Spotlight. I am Crystle Lampitt, and you may have seen her around town, maybe performing at Boulevardia. We've got Crystal Rose in the house. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
I'm so excited. We're going to hear several songs from you today. We're going to kick it off with Broken to Love, right?
Yes.
Okay, Crystal Rose, everybody.
Remind myself to breathe every time I'm flooded with memories, memories, memories of you. They open up with sunny days, and all too soon the clouds come racing in, racing in, racing in. Ooh. And I could never figure out why loving you would always bring me rain. We never had a chance. You're too broken in love. It's your heart's condition, oh your heart's condition to be in damage. Oh you're too broken, love. It's your heart's condition, oh your heart's condition to be in damage. Swing of the rain, whoa. Swing of the rain, whoa. Swing of the pain, oh, oh, oh. There was nothing you could ever say or ever do to make me run you. And I could never figure out why loving you would always bring me rain. We never had a chance. You're too broken in love. It's your heart's condition, oh your heart's condition to be in damage. Oh you're too broken, love. It's your heart's condition, oh your heart's condition to be in damage. Swing of the rain, whoa, oh, oh. Swing of the rain, whoa, oh, oh. Swing of the pain, oh, 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 oh. Swing of the rain, oh, oh. Swing of the rain, whoa, oh, oh. Swing of the rain, whoa, oh, oh. Swing of the pain, oh, 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 oh. Swing of the rain, oh, oh.
And that was Broken to Love by Crystal Rose. And I know that you write all of your songs, right?
Yeah.
So it's all coming from in here. Yeah. Tell us about Broken to Love. I feel like this one's got some depth.
Well, Broken to Love, I'm not sure if I wrote that about like a specific person, but it's really just about some people don't know how to love, and they don't, like they're so used to being like working from like a damaged place in life, and their heart is just like always broken. So they try to love because everyone wants to love, but they're not capable of it because they're kind of attached to being broken. Like it's so comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
And anything that, you know, seems like it's going good or for too long or something like that, they usually end up doing something to mess it up just to get it over with because that's what they're used to.
Kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, strangely enough. You do have a lot of emotion behind your music. Where did you sort of get inspiration for your sound? It could be artists, could be people in your life, you know.
I think vocally, just like from artists like Adele and Whitney Houston, and as far as like the music, I kind of just like brought in these guys and I was like, hey, here are some songs I wrote on my guitar. do you want to play them? And kind of give them some space to figure things out. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty open to like inviting people and like collaborating for sure.
And tell us how you learned the guitar.
I got a guitar when I was like 12.
Nice.
It was a classical guitar with like nylon strings.
Nice.
And it was pretty cute. And I just learned on that. Didn't really like get serious about it until like high school maybe. And yeah, I just kept at it because I wanted to write songs, and I was like, I have to be somewhat decent at the guitar to write songs, because you can't take a piano everywhere. So the guitar is like just...
It's mobile, it's portable.
Yeah, it's convenient.
So self-taught, good for you. Very impressive. All right, we've got more Crystle Rose coming up after this. Don't go anywhere.
See where you are, know that I'll be right beside you.
Welcome back to Behind the Spotlight here with Crystle Rose, and I'm really interested to learn more about your background because you moved around a lot. You were born in Orlando, right?
Mm-hmm, correct.
And then you spent some time in Arkansas.
Yes.
And how did you end up there?
Funny story.
Funny story.
Not really.
No.
Honestly, I grew up in a children's home in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's called Hillcrest, and I went there when I was about 12 and moved in and out of that place a couple times, but I graduated high school while I was living there, and so I went to school there and everything.
How was that? What was that experience like for you growing up?
It was difficult because like I was coming from an already like distressed family background, and so I moved into, you know, this big campus, into this house with like 13 other girls, and I always lived with like 13 to like 15 people in a house, and we would have like house parents, sort of like our parents, and they kind of just, they don't stay very long, so I've had so many like house parents just through grade school and high school and things like that, and yeah, it's just like a huge group home, and
wow,
just like having a million siblings all the time. It was pretty strict too, because it was pretty, what would you say, like Pentecostal, with a Pentecostal background. So yeah, there wasn't like too much freedom. So, and then probably when I got into high school, I got more freedom because my behavior was like good. And
you were a good girl.
And they were getting with the times, and they were realizing that like kids need freedom, kids need to like, you know, outputs and things like that. So I was cheering and singing and all that stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It sounds like you adjusted
For sure.
pretty well. Is it crazy now to be a grown woman and you can have privacy now? I mean, do you miss it? Do you miss having 13 siblings, basically, kind of?
I don't know. Like, my family's big anyway. My mom has 8 kids, and I'm kind of used to just mess and loud and lots of people, but I do think I'm an introvert. Like, I have to just get away from everyone to just, you know,
you have those
recharge.
moments where you're like, okay, that's enough loudness.
Like, I could vibe by myself for a while, or just like in small group settings. But
Yeah.
living with like 15 people, no, I definitely don't want that ever again.
No, too much.
Yeah.
Do you keep in touch with any of them or any of your house parents?
A little bit. I used to live, when I went to college, one of my house parents moved in that area that I went to school, and so I kept in touch with them, babysat for them, and went over for dinner. I talked to some of the girls that I went to school with through social media.
It sounds like you probably had to grow up pretty fast for your
sure.
age. You had to really learn to take care of yourself and be independent. How do you think that experience has affected your music and inspired your music?
I think like living in a situation like that, it's really easy to just like lose hope, and you just want to give up a lot, and you don't think things are going to get better. And so it definitely gives me just like a sense of hope with my music. Like, I know right now things aren't the way I dream them to be, but like they will be someday, and just to keep going.
And what does that dream look like for you?
Gosh, I don't know. That means playing on massive stages and writing with tons of people. I don't know, maybe being signed or never thinking about rent again.
No more money problems.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be nice?
For sure.
Yeah, if we could all not have to worry about that. Is there someone that you would really like to collaborate with? I mean, I know you
like
do.
As a star?
Yeah. Do you have a dream collaboration or someone that you would love to write with?
I would love to collaborate with Matt Corby.
Okay, I'm not
He's
sure who Matt
from
Corby
Sydney,
is.
Australia, and he's just like my favorite.
Has he written something that we would be familiar with?
Maybe not, no.
Okay.
The States are still catching up on him.
Yeah, we're a little behind over here.
But he's great, and let's see. I don't know, Bon Iver, that'd be
Bon
very
Iver.
cool.
Ooh, yeah. I'm a big fan of Bon Iver.
Yeah.
I could see that. So what's sort of the outlook for you for the next, let's say, 5 years? I mean, do you have, albums in the works, recording? Just kind of give us the lowdown.
Gosh, I wish I had all that to give you, but
hey, it's not. You're starting somewhere. So.
Yeah,
and I know
true.
you're also fairly new to this, right? I mean, your setup tonight is a newer setup, and you're kind of in and out and trying out different things. It sounds like.
For sure.
Yeah. So tell us what the plan is, or the goal.
I really do want to release another EP.
Yeah.
3 to 5 songs. Honestly, I haven't started recording, but I think I'm just gonna have to raise the money and save up, maybe do like a Kickstarter, fundraiser kind of thing, and pop it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play live shows forever and it's fun, but I need more content available.
Sure.
Just like online.
Well, and what does that process look like? Because obviously there's writing. Are you able to just, churn out a bunch of songs?
I do write quite a bit, but I want to
Really?
write. There are a couple people that I want to write with.
Yeah.
For an EP, and so I want to get together with them. Haven't talked to them about it yet.
Well, after this,
but I
give
think
them a
they
call.
know who they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to write with them, and there's songwriting, and then just getting in the studio and producing it, laying down vocals, and singing one line a million times over.
It takes time, right?
Yeah, it does take time.
I can imagine. You mentioned kind of how music gives you hope. What is it about music, do you think, that touches so many people?
I have no idea. It just does, and it's like universal, and I could hear something in a different language and still be impacted by it.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't know what they were saying. Even if there weren't words in it. I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. It's just like I think it's just the greatest gift that God has given us, honestly.
I think it cuts through all those barriers.
Yeah.
There are no language barriers.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, it is what you feel.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
Pretty amazing. What would you tell someone who wanted to start singing, or is maybe feeling in a place where you were at one stage where they're kind of hopeless, but wanted to become a musician? What advice would you give them to get started?
Well, I got started just listening to the radio. Like, I remember
Yeah.
being a kid and just singing along with every song. That's how I learned to harmonize. And so yeah, just like listen to maybe your favorite artist and sing along with them and try to match your pitch. And I definitely say eventually get into vocal lessons, because I think that's important. I'm not taking them right now, but I have in the past, and I definitely will do more in the future.
It's a big benefit for you.
Yeah, like technique will endure your career as a singer.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, it's got to be sustainable, right?
Exactly,
And you want to make sure you're not doing things,
That are
learning it
hurting you.
wrong the whole time, and then having to go
Exactly.
back and correct. And practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
How often are you practicing? What does your week look like?
I want to say I probably don't practice as much as I should, but I'm like writing way more than I practice. And I'm a banquet server, so I serve at banquets throughout the week, and go home and write, usually late at night.
Yeah.
So that's when my creative flow gets
I was going to say,
going.
that's probably when you feel the most inspired.
For sure, yeah.
Well, I mean, you sound amazing so far, and you're already at a really great level, so thank you so much for being here. We do have another song, and this one is called Summer Love.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna make it past swimming pools and barbecues and road trips, but I know it's gonna hurt to miss you opening doors and holding me close, those kisses. I don't wanna miss them come fall. I don't wanna wake and you're gone. I don't wanna drive by your home and wonder if you're alone. I'm gonna love you once I'm alone, without a God on my heart. I know it could all go wrong, but I'd rather love than a golden used car, even if it's just a summer love. Summer love, summer love, even if it's just a summer love. Summer love, summer love. There's no try, I can't guarantee bliss, but I love you blind and we'll work on all our pieces. Oh, this love is something worth believing, and the nights we spend I won't regret, I mean it. And I don't wanna miss them come fall, I don't wanna wake and you're gone, I don't wanna drive by your home and wonder if you're alone. I'm gonna love you all summer long, without a God on my heart. I know it could all go wrong. I'd rather love than a golden used car, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love, I'm gonna love you all summer long, without a God on my heart. I know it could all go wrong, but I'd rather love than a golden used car, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love, even if it's just a summer long. Summer love, summer love.
Welcome back to Behind the Spotlight. I am Crystle Lampitt, and I've been hanging out here with Crystal Rose. And I know everyone is probably loving your music all night. Tell us where we can find it all.
You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube.
And then, of course, social media.
Yeah.
Crystal Rose on social media. Don't forget to follow her. And we've got one final song, and it's called Savage.
Yes.
Okay, Crystal Rose with Savage.
It's just time to blame for where we stand right now. I just wanna be where you are. Now I'm scrambling to pick up the pieces. No, my heart wasn't ready for this hit. You said always, and I thought you meant it, but I was convinced. But this was a savage move. Savage move. Savage move. Up my whole world, everything I know, call it a total war. Cause no one's ever safe, not one. The moment your bomb dropped, my heartbeat froze, it shot, laws of love thrown out. mouth. Cutthroat, you were born to fight, now I stand in your line to fight. Hands up, screaming, baby, it's me. Now I'm scrambling to pick up the pieces. No, my heart wasn't ready for this hit. You said always, and I thought you meant it. Boy, I was convinced, but this was a savage move. Savage move. Savage move. You blew up my whole world. Everything I know, call it a total war. Cause no one's ever safe, not one. The moment your bomb dropped, my heartbeat frozen shut. Laws of love thrown out. You left the bitter taste in my mouth. This was a savage move. You saw right through me with no hesitation.